Every single day, without fail, nearly 20% of all the oil on Earth passes through a stretch of water just 33 kilometers wide. A narrow, tense, heavily patrolled corridor between Iran and Oman, where warships shadow tankers, where drones have been shot down, where the world's most powerful navies hold their breath. This is the Strait of Hormuz, and right now, it sits at the breaking point of the global order. 1. What is the Strait of Hormuz? Imagine a bottleneck, a single narrow passage connecting the Persian Gulf to the rest of the world's oceans. On one side, Iran. On the other, Oman and the UAE. Through this 33-kilometer gap flows the lifeblood of the modern world: oil and liquefied natural gas from Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Kuwait, the UAE, and Qatar. If this strait closes, fuel prices explode worldwide within days. Economies stall, supply chains collapse. The Strait of Hormuz is not just a waterway, it is the jugular vein of civilization. 2. Why is it so dangerous right now? Iran has threatened to close the strait multiple times, and it has the military capability to cause serious disruption. Mines, missiles, drone swarms, and fast attack boats are all part of Iran's strategy. In 2019, tankers were seized and attacked. In 2023, Iran intercepted vessels in disputed waters. The United States' Fifth Fleet is permanently based in Bahrain, specifically to keep this strait open. Every week, invisible tensions simmer just below the surface of these waters. The world watches and waits. 3. Can you actually travel here? Here's where it gets fascinating. Despite the geopolitical storm swirling around it, parts of the Hormuz region are not only travelable, they are breathtakingly beautiful. Musandam, the Omani exclave that juts into the strait itself, is one of the most dramatic and least visited landscapes on Earth. Nicknamed the Norway of Arabia, its fjord-like inlets, called khors, cut deep into jagged limestone mountains that plunge straight into the turquoise sea. Traditional wooden dhow boats carry visitors through these silent, spectacular waterways. You can kayak through the fjords, snorkel in untouched coral reefs, and camp on deserted beaches, all within sight of one of the most geopolitically charged stretches of ocean on the planet. 4. Hormuz Island, Iran. On the Iranian side sits Hormuz Island, a small, extraordinary place that looks like it was painted by a fever dream. The soil here is literally red, rich in iron oxide, and the beaches shift between crimson, yellow, and violet depending on where you stand. Salt caves glow with mineral formations. Rainbow mountains rise from the shoreline. Local artists have turned the island into an open-air gallery. Foreign tourists rarely visit, which means those who do find something genuinely rare in the modern world. A beautiful place that the world has not yet discovered. Hormuz Island is extraordinary, and it is right here at the center of the world's most contested waterway. 5. The future of the strait. The question the world's governments, oil companies, and military planners ask every single day is this: how long can this fragile balance hold? If conflict erupts here, no corner of the earth escapes the consequences. Every country that drives a car, heats a home, or flies in a plane would feel it within weeks. And yet, life continues. Fishermen cast nets in the shadow of warships. Dhow boats carry tourists through fjords, while tankers queue on the horizon. The strait holds. For now. The Strait of Hormuz is the most important 33 kilometers on Earth. Dangerous, contested, and achingly beautiful. It is a place that reminds us just how thin the line is between the world we have and the world we fear. If this documentary opened your eyes, share it with someone who needs to see it. Subscribe for more stories from the edges of our world. And tell us in the comments, would you travel to the Strait of Hormuz? We want to know.